Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy from With Love by Amy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to make a stained glass card. All right, so this is actually packaging from something that my husband had purchased, and I snagged it before he threw it in the trash. Bonus points to anybody who might know what it is. Leave a comment below if you have any idea what this packaging is from. So I decided to cut the windows out of the buildings and this piece of, it's kind of like it feels like watercolor paper. So I took my knife, my craft knife, and I very carefully cut the windows out. And I will say that cutting the windows out was probably the most time consuming part of this project, but stuff like this makes me really excited because I like rescuing things from the trash and kind of seeing things outside their original purpose. So yeah, cutting these little windows out was time consuming. And if I was going to do this again, I would probably do it with something that had bigger spaces because these windows were itty bitty and they didn't really serve the purpose very well, but I think the end result ends up being pretty cool. But yes, I would use something with bigger space than these itty bitty windows. But yes, like I said, in order to cut these out and not make a giant mess of it, I did lots of little, kind of light cuts. And there you see I'm trying to pull the pieces from the back just to see if they're cut enough so I don't rip the paper and stuff too. But yeah, lots of light cuts going over the same spots makes it so you don't make a giant mess. And overcut, that was what I was concerned about, was overcutting the windows so that they would look messy. Oh, all in all, I was pretty pleased with the results because whenever I use my craft knife, I'm always very afraid that I'm going to get a big old gash in my finger. But fortunately, that hasn't happened. So go me. But yes, as you can see here, this is sped up. This is not real time, but it's still taking me, in hindsight, entirely too much time. And I'm seeing there at the top of the screen, it looks like my glass mat is shattered. It is in fact not shattered. I don't know why it looks like that. Oh, maybe it's bubble wrap on the glass mat. I did actually film this video quite a while ago, and I kind of forgot that I had filmed it because I don't know, I just decided basically to take the summer off of YouTube for the most part. I did post a few videos, but I did not post as many as I wanted. My kids were home for a good portion of the summer. My son was home the whole summer from school. He didn't go to daycare this summer. So now, and then my daughter spent a couple weeks home too at the end of summer right before school started. So now the kids are back in school, and I found this video. It was all edited and ready to go basically. So I was like, cool, it just needs a voiceover. But my daughter actually did have some fun making cards with me right before she went back to school. And she's so funny. She made the video before this, the Barbie inspired dinosaur card. Or no, I guess that was 2 videos back. But she made the dinosaur Barbie card, and then she drew vampires on the inside of her Barbie card. And every day she brings the card to me and asks me which one I like best. And they're pretty cute. If I think about it, I'll share one here, a picture of the card in the comments of her vampires she drew. So the inside, this is a piece of vellum, and we are going to make our stained glass effect on the vellum. I don't have a ton of Olo markers yet, and I have just a few of those, the Copics, so I'm going to use similar primary colors basically, or bright colors I guess, and just kind of make splotches. I should have made smaller splotches so they would have all shown up through the windows better, but I kind of just drew on the vellum in different areas because not next to each other, or I tried not to do next to each other because there you see I touched the the red that was still wet, and it smeared and made an ugly color. So I tried to not do the colors right next to each other so they'd have a little time to dry, because vellum is not very absorbent, so it doesn't dry very quickly. But I'm just kind of going back and forth with different colors that kind of would look good together. I don't mind if the red and the yellow mix, because that makes a pretty cool orange. But you don't want the the darker colors to mix with each other. But I'm kind of just going back and forth, splotchy, making different colors so that it'll look cool through the windows of the building. And I'm just kind of lining it up there to see if I see colors through all of the windows. And since I didn't, I'm going to just keep coloring, filling in spots. This card really isn't that like technical of a card. It just kind of looks cool. Like I don't know. I guess my idea behind it is just kind of like rescuing trash and turning it into something that looks cool. Like the stained glass look on it is really cool. And then we're going to trim the panel down so that it fits behind the piece of cardstock with the house, the building on it. And we're going to fill in some more spots that are missing so that all the windows have, and I'm trying to like make different colors sort of at the edges of some of these colors so that the stained glass in the windows looks more interesting. And that looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to glue that together there. We're just going to use some liquid glue on the back of the cardstock panel. And then this whole thing, like after I get this all to dry, I'm making sure I don't put any glue in the window holes or too close to the window holes so it doesn't smush through there. And then we're going to glue it together. And we're going to hold it down on the Make Art station so that it will dry nice and secure together. There we are, finding our magnets. Obviously, it always takes me forever because my desk is a cluttered mess. All right, here's the finished card. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know that cutting took forever, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back soon. Here's some other videos you may enjoy. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!